What's up, y'all? This your girl, Nikki Natural, and I just jumped off the porch with dirty glove bastards.
You don't really want to smoke, you want some clout, bitch. Got my foot on every neck of them who doubt, sis. You made your pussy itch and got a foul.
All right, y'all, so we have the beautiful Nikki Natural with us off the porch today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. I just came from Jamaica.
You
good.
look good. Okay?
Thank you.
You look good. How's your Jamaica trip?
We went to the police station, so it's
Wait,
stamped.
no,
It's
not
a girl's trip stamp.
Not the police station. What happened?
That's all I can say.
Did y'all have to like actually go to like Jamaican jail?
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I'm talking about. So it's a girl's trip. You know, girl's trip. They hangover. Everybody get arrested somehow. So that's all that happened. That's all I can say.
You can't even tell us what Jamaican jail is like inside.
Nope.
You can't even tell us if they separate y'all from like.
I don't want to talk about it. Just know that it went down in Jamaica. Officially, because we went to jail.
Girl, y'all went out. That's how you supposed to do it though. Like that's how you supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Now, when I was first looking you up, I did watch an interview, and then you spoke on being involved in a really bad car accident. Like I think it was in 2020.
Yep.
Wow. So what happened with that?
Well, my car flipped over. Somebody was driving. I was a passenger. The car, we missed our exit, so I thought the person was going to go to the next exit, but they decided, oh no, we can make it. And I'm like, we missed the exit. They're like, oh no, we didn't. And it was a quick. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going down. I'm about to die. So he tried to still make the exit, and the car flipped like 4 times and hit a tree, and I was ejected from the car.
Oh my gosh!
And I went to the hospital, and no broken bones, nothing. Just I got a cut on my leg over here. That was it. Thank you, Jesus. That was all that happened from ejected from a vehicle.
Girl,
that hit a tree.
that was God.
Yes,
like,
it was. I'm like, oh yeah, I got a purpose.
Was this in Atlanta?
Yeah, it happened in Atlanta. Yeah, in Doraville. Yeah,
Girl, okay, you are blessed, because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never heard nobody get ejected and they're okay.
Right. That's what the police and the doctors, everybody said. It was like, what? And when they saw the car and the position I was in, it was like, what the? They never ever saw nothing like that.
Wow, did you have like drivers like PTSD after?
Yes, I can't because it was raining.
Yeah.
So I cannot drive in the rain. I usually like pull over to the side, depending on how intense it is. I automatically start shaking when I'm driving in the rain now. Like my body just starts shaking. So it's like, it's bad.
Wow, I'm glad you
forever.
Are okay.
It's never going away.
Now, on some exciting news, I did see that you are going to be a part of P-Valley. Miss Mamas, we got to talk about that.
Yes. So, long story short, I manifested this like a couple years ago. I did a video for a song I had called "Make It Clap," and the video I was pretending to be a stripper in a video in Jacksonville. Shout out Duval, Mascaras Cabaret. So I made like a funny joke. I was like, yeah, y'all, check me out on P-Valley. But I was really shooting my video, and everybody was like, oh, girl, congratulations. And even some of the cast from P-Valley, they even commented. It was like, well, P-Valley don't come on this week, but they was like joking or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So fast forward, I think it was like a year or 2 later, I'm on P-Valley as a stripper, like a stripper. But I never danced. Let's clear that up. I never danced a day in my life. People think I'm a stripper. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but no, I don't have it to do it. Like I don't have that. I can't do it. Like I don't want to pick up my money off the floor. Like no offense I love strippers, but I just don't feel the right that I gotta pick up my money off the floor. That's not fair. So no, I never danced, but I love strippers. I tip well. So, but no, I never danced. I am a stripper in P-Valley acting because I'm an actress, okay?
Period. Now, how is the set life for P Valley?
It was so fun, but like honestly, like I wasn't like a main character on it, so I was kind of like, you know, they treat the people that not main a little different than the main. So it was an experience because that was my first big, like super big set, Stars, Lionsgate. So it was a big set, but it was so fun. The actresses, the mains, they were really nice, super nice. Nico and Brandy, like they were very nice and down to earth. Like I'm so happy that was my first experience on set to experience that with those type of people. Cause I heard in the industry they could be very.
Oh yeah.
Why are you not scrubbing the toilet? Why are you here on set? They get very much like that. So, yeah, it was amazing.
Wow, I love that. Okay, did it put like a little spark in you, like, ooh, I want to do this again?
Oh, definitely. I'm an actress. Like I'm in school for acting now, and I did drama growing up in school and high school. So, this is where I'm supposed to be, on top of the music. But acting is kind of first, music kind of second. But right now they're both on the same level.
And speaking of schools, you are a woman of many degrees.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we gotta talk about the criminal justice one first.
Okay.
So, your degree in criminal justice, what was the inspiration behind getting that?
You want to know the truth?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I wanted to be a bad cop at first. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait,
like,
did you say a bad cop?
Yeah, honestly, like I wanted to be the cop that, like the hood be like, she good with us. Like just like when you pull them over, they got like racks in the car. I'm like, oh, yeah, slide it over, you can go, like, or just I see them doing something like, man, don't do this again.
Yeah.
Like just. Kind of not a bad cop. I don't think that's a bad cop. I just feel like it would have been just a
lenient cop.
No, just like a mother figure, like, come on, don't do this. Don't do that. Like, I want you to do great. Just get them more of an inspiration. And yeah.
You are crazy. Oh my gosh. So with your degree in criminal justice, I know you also have another one. Is child
development associates. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to open a daycare one day. So I went in, go ahead. I got that out the way, but not now. I don't have time. Like that has to be super hands-on dealing with kids. So, I love kids. So, and it's a lot of money into that. So yeah, that's why I got that one. And then I have my dental aid certification since high school. I was in a medical magnet program. A lot of people don't understand how smart I am. So I graduated with my certification to be a dental aid assistant before any type of technical college or anything, the school I went to. I was bussed over from a really good neighborhood to the school I went to was really in a bad neighborhood across the street from Poke and Bean Project. I'm gonna say it, Poke and Bean, not Pork and Bean, it's Poke and Bean, the Poke and Beans. Where my grandma, she lived there. So it was like, in high school, it would be a funeral almost at least once a year, and that's not normal for kids to be dying and stuff. But yes, I have my dental aid certification, child development associates. Oh, and I'm a medical massage therapist also. So I have like cancer patients, arthritis patients that I massage. And I've been doing that for years. I still do it to this day on the side to pay for these studio sessions. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, girl, how do you love school like that? Because I was out, like.
I'm a hustler. That's what it's about. It's about just knowing, like a lot of black girls that look like me, they don't understand. They feel like it's just, oh, you only could do this. No, you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. You just go ahead and put your mind into it and get it done. Get it done. Yeah.
And as you mentioned earlier, you know, like losing people in high school, how did you manage to not really get caught up in the influence of like things around you and to stay on the straight path?
Honestly, I just never was a follower. I feel like more people who like to follow and kind of look up to the wrong people. I always was the person that people look up to. And I was super quiet, but I was always dressed real nice, but super smart also, and looked real good. So it was like, I was a boss, especially in elementary school. I was like that boss because my grandmother was a candy lady in the poke beans. So
we love the candy ladies. The kids are never gonna get to experience the candy ladies.
Yeah, they be caught blocking on the candy ladies now. Cause my mama tried to do it a couple years ago, and her apartment complex was like, "Nah, we don't allow that." I'm like, they caught blocking, whatever. Yeah. So just my grandmother, she molded me to be this boss at a young age. Cause on the weekends I would go to the poke beans, and she would make like $100, $200, $300 a day, and she would give me like $100 a weekend. And as a kid in the 3rd, 4th grade, that's a lot of money. So I would take that money and go and get more product and put it back in the schools.
You was flipping it, period.
For real. So that just molded me to be this boss. That's why I was like, I gotta get money all type of ways. And that's why I went and got all these type of degrees and just this and rapping and the acting and the bachelor's degree and the child development and the massage therapists and the house cleaning. I do it all.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Now, are you from, if I'm not mistaken, are you from Miami?
Born and raised in the county of Dade, 305 Dade County. North Miami, Chopper Boys, what's up, Skeezy? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Now, what would you say Miami and, should I say Dade County to like be politically correct? Or Miami?
Miami-Dade County.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being from Miami-Dade County, what would you say it really teaches you as a woman?
See, the thing about Miami, it's down south, but it's not down south. It's like, it's real. It's not, people think, oh, the South is just country. It's the city of Miami. It's different. Like, like we see it all, like the different cultures, the hustle. It's hustle. Like, we get money in Miami, and that really molded me to see all the hustlers growing up, hustling on the streets, selling fruit, selling crack, cocaine, weed. I seen it all, but the main thing about Miami that molded me was my grandmother living in the hood, one of the worst hoods of Miami. But then on a weekday, I'm in a middle class neighborhood with my mom. So it molded me. That was a great balance of, okay, this how it is, but then this how it could get. And I was blessed to see both sides, and that really structured my life. It had a big, I don't know the word I'm trying to say, but it really a big influence on my life.
It's like some versatility there because you're
Yes.
also street smart, but then again, like you're very like book smart too.
Hood, streets, everything. I know it all. Like, it's nothing you can fly past me. I'm gonna catch on quick. Yep.
What's like the craziest thing that you witnessed when you would go spend time with your grandma in the project?
Girl, so Mr. Larry.
Who's Mr. Larry?
Mr. Larry. Miss Rose, get up. 3, 4 in the morning. Miss Rose. What, Larry? Somebody just got killed down there on 62nd. You want to go see the body? Okay, let me put on my clothes. Come on, Nikki. Get on Mr. Larry's neck. Let's go.
Oh, so he took you to go see the dead
No
body.
joke. So my grandmother would wake me up. I used to go there every weekend to get that money with her. So sell them frozen cups. So Mr. Larry would come and put me on his neck, my grandma walking on the side of him, and we would go see dead bodies because it took the police so long to come to the body. So everybody else in the neighborhood looking at the body before the police even get there. So that's crazy as a child to be sitting there with somebody's guts hanging out, like for real. Like, this for real, and I can't make nothing like this up. I wish I was making this up, but my grandma was Nosy Rosie, they used to call her. Her name was Rose. Nosy Rosie, mighty got killed down there. What you want to do? Come on, Nikki. We gonna see it. So I really went to school to be a crime scene investigator, but they ain't make no money. But it was fun to see the bodies and when I interned and stuff. But they ain't make no real checks. So I'm like, I can't do this job.
Oh, wow. So when you interned, they had you actually looking at dead bodies?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Whew, girl.
So I kind of got infatuated with it. So I'm going to go back to school and get my funeral director. Whatever they need to do that, I'm going to do that because I want to open a funeral home because I'm kind of infatuated with dead bodies. For real. That was not nothing funny.
No, but I think we just like.
I know you don't. You was like.
It's like I'm
trance.
amused. It's like I'm amused.
You ain't know I was like this, huh?
So I'm like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Girl.
Ooh.
Okay. Now we also know that you are a whole MILF.
Ooh.
Out here, you're a mother out here. So talk to us about your experience and your journey with motherhood.
Hard. It's hard. I have 3 sons. 3 sons on top of being an actress, a rapper, a mother, waking up, cooking breakfast, taking them to school, helping them with their homework, teaching them to tie their shoes, teaching them how to ride a bike. That's a lot. It's hard. So when I see people complaining who don't even have kids, what are you doing? What? Excuse me? Please switch for me for a day and see what is really like, what hard is like. This is hard. It's hard. But I won't stop. Like even today, funny you mentioned the kids. My son, he was like, Mom, boy, what college you went to? So I'm like, who asking? And he was like, he texted me while he was in school. He was like, because I'm doing a project and they told me to write about a woman that I look up to you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Right? Oh, I cried. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, so I picked you because I really look up to you, Mom. I'm so proud of you, everything you do. I'm like, oh my God. Mind you, this is my quiet son. He quiet. I didn't even know he looked up to me because he always on the phone with his daddy. Like he never really talked. Like, right, Derry? He never talked. So I'm like, talk to me. He talked to his daddy. I hear I be at his door. He talking to his dad. I'm like, my son talk? Like, he's so quiet. So when he said that, that kind of like, oh my, that melted me. So being a mom is amazing, especially with boys, because I'm a tomboy. I play basketball, I play softball in school. I was a pitcher. I played volleyball, I ran track, played soccer, everything. I was an all-around athlete because I had the grades and I was an athlete. So that just motivated me, and oh my God, even more to this day. Like when I heard him say that, so it's a blessing being a mom, especially a boy mom. It's no other feeling. I'm
a girl mom, but I want a son so bad.
Right. It's no other feeling. So Santana, Carlos, and Million, they're my babies. I love y'all. This is all for them. Nobody else but them. And myself, because you got to put yourself into it.
Especially as a mother too. You cannot forget about, you can't get too lost in motherhood.
Oh,
I learned that.
I don't get lost, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Now, when I was first introduced to you, I already know what I'm gonna say. It was Love and Hip Hop Miami. So with Love and Hip Hop Miami, how did that opportunity even come about for you?
Honestly, okay, I'm gonna make it real short, chaotic. He was on the show. He was like, hey, you do music, your music fire, but you need to get on like Love and Hip Hop. He was like, I'm on there, but I can't get you on there because I'm dating this girl, Sukiyana. I ain't know at the time. And I was like, well, how I'm gonna get on there? Who am I dating? He was like, Trick Daddy. I'm like, for me? He was like, yeah, Trick Daddy. I'm like, me? I don't know how we gonna set this up? He was like, trust me, when Trick see you, he gonna fall in love with you. So he was like, just open up for my show, and me and Trick got a show. Come open up, and I'm gonna introduce you to Trick Daddy. And I'm like, okay. And lo and behold, we was walking in the lobby at the hotel. He was a Trick song. Trick them was in the lobby gambling. They was at the People Hotel playing dominoes. And he was like, chaotic. Like he had heard of me. He was like, what you doing with my PITCH? And chaotic was like, you know, Nikki? Like, man, bring her over here. And that's how we got introduced. And Love and Hip Hop started filming like a couple weeks after that. And we were supposed to start dating for real. Like we were dating, but he wasn't the type to really court you.
Wait, so, okay, so y'all were dating in like real life. Like
Yeah,
y'all were for real together.
I get that question a lot. I don't know why people feel like.
Because you know, like Love and Hip Hop, you know,
It's
we
real.
don't really know.
Nah, it's real. Like we were dating.
For real,
But he
for
just
real.
wouldn't court me as what I wanted. Like I wanted to go on dates and the movies and ride bikes and stuff. He just wanted he'll cook for me.
Wait, how was the food though? Because I'm not gonna lie, I be watching his little cooking show that he got.
Listen, the man can cook, okay? Maurice, that's his real name. Maurice can cook. And I lived around the corner from him. My house was around the corner. And my son's school was across the street from his house. So when I dropped my baby off, he was like, I cook breakfast, come and get you a plate. He a person that like, he'll feed the hood, he'll feed anybody. You walk in that door, you getting fed. He one of them, he like a grandma. You know how the grandmas, come on, baby, come eat. Come eat. He one of those, he can cook. So we really were dating, for real.
Girl, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that it was just for the show.
No, that was bae.
So your experience, I know you said that it wasn't enough courting. Mm-hmm. If it was enough courting, would you say that y'all would still like be together?
Let me see. I don't know, because Trick is a really great person. Like I think it could have worked if he would have courted me properly. I think it really could have worked, for real, because he's super funny, super nice. He can cook. Come on, who don't want a man that can cook? And a lot of people look at Trick outside appearance, but I'm not the person. I don't look at people outside appearance. Appearance is what's inside. Just like me, I'm a beautiful girl, but my inside is much more beautiful, you know? So, and his inside is beautiful as hell. So, yeah, you should have courted me, Maurice.
Do you guys still keep in touch outside the show?
Yes, we do. He called me out the blue. He be like, what you doing? What, Mark? You should have listened. I told you should have listened to me. What your music doing? I don't know, Mark. You should have listened. You should have listened to me. You probably will be on the billboards. He say slick stuff like that. Like, you should have listened. But he called me out the blue, like at least 2 or 3 times a month. He'll call me and just check on me. All right, let's get into it a little tiny bit, right? So I made a comment. It was so the Ray people, right? They had an incident with a girl. He was like, you already knew what time it was. He was cheating on his girl. And she was like, don't play with him. He was like, you already knew what time it was when you got into this relationship or whatever. So I made a comment. I said that men, I don't know why women get so upset when a man step out and be with another woman. They're not really supposed to be with one woman. And I'm going to say a little bit about this. And you're going to think about it. So why are men able to produce millions of kids? It's because they're supposed to be fruitful and flourish the world, but they supposed to take care of them kids also, you know. And my thing is, why is it so hard for men to be faithful other than a woman? Women be all, in their feelings, and men, they can do it with the girl and they out of there. That's just because that's just their nature. As long as your household and is taken care of and you're free from disease and headache, but it's not, you don't supposed to just be, he don't supposed to be just out there wilding out, bringing all these babies, disease, and women causing problems. You don't even know about the woman. It's supposed to be an understanding in the beginning, because if you look back in the Bible, it was plenty men with plenty of wives and it was no problem. So why is it a problem now? It shouldn't be a problem now, because that's just how nature is. That's how we were born. And it's hard because America brainwashed our women to believe that, no, it's supposed to be just you. That's not true. And don't you take this and run with it. This guy
He already contemplating in the bag, like it's over with.
What's not true?
I mean, it is
Wait. Oh, okay.
Y'all was brainwashed.
We were brainwashed.
It's true.
It's true, and it should be okay for a man to step. Look, it should be okay, like for real, like, and y'all should be able to do it together. Really, y'all really should be. Baby, we out of town. You see Mamacita over there. Hey,
Oh, the threesomes.
That's the same as your man being with somebody else. If you had that healthy brain to do it with him, even if he do it without you, he'll know not to disrespect you in a way where he's hiding. It's like, oh, your man, like, yeah, I know, girl. He's just having fun. He ain't bring me no disease. These bills are paid. He's providing, because that's what a man's supposed to do, provide money and penis for us. That's it. As long as he doing that.
But granddaddy used to do it. See, you know what I'm saying? That's what y'all get it confused. Granddad did it too. But see, y'all grandma kept it from y'all.
Yeah, grandma's had like 13, 14 kids. You know what I'm saying? Granddaddy's had 80 kids back in the day. They got like 50 of them. But it's just a really deep conversation that women, they can't handle because the brain is already gone from America. But if you study back in time, it'll all make sense. Because I wasn't always in this mind frame. But I'm happy as hell now because I am in this mind frame. I'm not jealous at all, like if my man step out, but I would be jealous if I'm unaware. I need to be aware so I could be on point. I need to know the person. I need to, if it's somebody, especially if it's in the same city. If it's out of town, I don't care. But same city is like, this lady might be crazy or something. I need to know who she is. I need to be one up on her. It's deep. It's a long conversation that we gotta have. This question is like super long. It's something I can't really sum up.
Yeah.
It's hard because it gets confused. You be like, what? Huh? So you just gotta really, this is a one interview question. It's not something I can just be like, yeah, girl, this is how I feel. Because women gonna be like, girl, she insecure. And I'm far from that. Very far from that. Not insecure at all. Like,
Okay.
never. Nah, it ain't that. So it's just one of those kind of questions that you gotta be one-on-one, like a Gail or Oprah type of interview. Yeah. But yeah, no disease, and make sure them bills are paid. Don't bring no outside babies that I don't know. My babies, they need to know their brothers and sisters. Don't just be having these kids brothers and sisters and they don't know each other. Don't do that. But please make more life, for sure.
Now, I do have one more love and hip hop question before we dive deep into your music. But I think we all really want to know, is the drama like for real? Or is that like real life drama, or is it really just like, you know what they say, the storylines?
It was real. I don't know what people be getting is, oh no, people don't fake put their hands on you.
I did see that episode, the jumping
it's
episode.
Such a sweetie. But it was more on my season. It was a lot of jealousy and intimidation because we were fighting because I said I performed better than somebody on stage. That basically, and I stole, they try to make it sound like, oh, we were fighting because I stole somebody's phone. Like, who's stealing iPhone 3s and 4s? Like, what I'm gonna do with that? Like, even people in the third world countries gonna be like, no, we want the 10 and the 12. What is this? You know, so it was like, oh my gosh, girl, don't try to make it seem like you fighting over that. You fighting because you're jealous of me, and I understand why. Because most women do be jealous of other women because they're not at a headspace where they can compliment another woman or feel insecure. Like, if Beyonce walked in a room right now, I'm not gonna dumb myself down like, oh, that's Beyonce. I'm gonna be like, beautiful woman. I love Beyonce, but I'm also a beautiful woman too, and I'm gonna big myself up just as much. I'm not gonna lower my, let me, Beyonce, be quiet. Like, I'm not going to do that. And no woman should feel like they need, just because they see someone that in their mind look better than them or more successful than them, try to dumb themselves down or feel intimidated. Don't feel intimidated, be motivated. And that's what I went through on that season. A lot of intimidation and a lot of jealousy that I wish it never went down like that. Because I wish nothing but success for every woman on that show, because I love to see our people doing it. Like, but they wasn't fucking with me. They was not. And it was, honestly, we used to all get our hair done by the same person. Like, I done been in rooms, in video. We got a video. It's a video. I don't know if people ever even brought it. It was a video where all of us did a video together. All type of stuff. So it was like, once the camera started rolling, it was like they neck did a 360. It was a whole different person. Like, wait, I thought it was cool. So it was like, I don't know. They knew I was a force to be reckoned with. So it was like, bring her down. But I was just a fighter, and nobody can bring me down. That's why I'm sitting on the porch. Period.
We love that
right.
for you.
You supposed to say period.
Now, getting into your music, how did your career come about for you?
Actually, my older sister, and Jackie O. Jackie O was, a female rapper from Miami. And my sister was signed under the same label Jackie O was signed under. So after school, my sister would pick me up from school. I would go in the studio with them.
So you was kicking it with Jackie O?
Yes, girl.
Wow.
Yes, I'm in the studio with Jackie them. So I'm like just listening to Jackie spit. She spit like a man. I'm like, ooh, like I was just getting inspired, but I was so shy. I couldn't really get into it. I'm like, I can't do that. But I'm like listening to this woman. She was so powerful with her words. And I'm like, because I feel like I'm a powerful woman, but I was powerful. I used to do poetry in elementary school. So I'm like, I'm going to flip the poetry and get into the rapping. But nah, whatever. I can't perform in front of people. But yeah, so just being around my sister, she's a singer. Her name is Asia. Shout out Asia. And Jackie, they was so inspiring. And I knew one day I would get into this music just looking at them. I was just my mom just pushed me more into the book. She was like, no, you need to be a doctor. You need to be a So that's why I was like, all right, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna leave that to my sister, and I'm gonna do this. But if I'm back, I'm here. Like, I'm back in the music. I'm here.
And if I'm not mistaken, did you get your start in 2020 not get your start, but basically like started putting out music and stuff like that?
Right. From Love and Hip Hop, really, it was like one of those NASCAR races where, you have that pit stop. Mm-hmm. So Love and Hip Hop was a major blessing. Thank you, Mona Scott and the VH1 production for even having me on the show. It was, a lot of people talk down on Love and Hip Hop. Like, oh, nobody watched that no more, or, oh, whatever, that's one of them little ratchet shows. But you know how many people wish they could be on Love and Hip Hop and who don't get that opportunity? That was a major opportunity. Like, MTV, that's MTV VH1, that's big. Like, my check was big, and, and just my walking in the grocery store is, big. Yeah, yes. Hey, how you doing? Like, that's a beautiful feeling when you in a store and somebody like, dang, you so pretty. Like, I saw you on TV. Like, that's a beautiful feeling, and it's a 1 in a million feeling. It's not like, that's not happening every day. So a lot of people don't talk down on Love and Hip Hop. Like, we here, and that's a major blessing. It's a major success, and that's the reason why I'm on this porch right now. One of the reasons I'm on this porch right now.
And what would you say, who would you say are like some musical influences for you?
Definitely Jackie O and Rihanna. Like, my grandfather's from Barbados, so I had that Bajan blood, and just seeing Rihanna make it from, my grandfather's country was like very inspirational. And Erykah Badu, oh my God, I love her. So, and we Pisces, Erykah, Rihanna, we Pisces. It all makes sense, but those are my top musical inspirations, especially women, Rihanna, Erykah Badu.
Now, what you been working on lately with the music?
I dropped a mixtape today. I don't know when it's gonna air, but I dropped a mixtape today on Spinrilla, and it's called Boss Girl, because it's a lot of boss girls these days taking care of dudes, everybody. They taking care of the babies, they taking care of the dudes, they taking care of everybody these days. So I had to drop that. It's a lot of boss women in the world right now. So I dropped the mixtape today, and it's fire. So just go look it up. Boss Girl, Nikki Natural. It's amazing. It's fire.
Really quick, when do you think we gonna get an official like debut album?
Debut. I'm not quite ready for that, but I'm thinking after I sign a deal. Like for now, I'm gonna put out mixtapes, EPs, but album is gonna be when I sign that deal. So I've been talking to a couple labels. So when the ink dry, is album time. And really quick, a lot of people don't even understand, like I even got my first start in the studio with Birdman from Cash Money.
I did not know that.
Right, I don't even talk about it a lot, but I got a lot of big higher ups that I haven't even used my favors for. So I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm growing, I'm learning the business, but baby, I done learned the business in this time. So I'm here.
Real quick, did Birdman give you any advice while y'all was in the studio?
Yes. Real quick, that nigga said, do not fuck these niggas. Don't fuck all these, don't come a thought in the business where you fucking this crew beefing and now they talking. He said, the one thing about Nicki Minaj, he was like, I fuck with you, Nikki Natural, but I would never sign you. He said, I would never sign you. I would never sign a female rapper after Nicki Minaj. I feel like Nicki is the greatest rapper of all time. Nobody ever come in. I can't make nobody like Nicki Minaj. But you, I fuck with you because you're a G. You remind me of my sister. He used to always tell me that. And he kept me in the studio at the Hit Factory in Miami every day. Like in the studio, you can use the studio whenever you want for free. Big $1 million studio. So he said, don't fuck these niggas. Don't fuck up your name. That.
Nah, that's some solid advice though. That's
right.
For real. Like,
because closed legs get fed. And once you get a kitty cat up, it's done. Them niggas on to the next. So closed legs get fed. When that nigga start asking for that cat, you move on to the next nigga just like that.
I won't say period again. But really quick, before we wrap up the interview, what can we expect from you as an artist this year?
But as an artist, mixtapes, EPs, I got some dope videos I done shot that's about to drop. I got some movies coming out this year. Big movies I'm working on, and it's so much. It's from the music part is mixtapes and videos and EP by the end of the year, and a deal. I'm gonna get a record deal this year. I'm gonna sign this year, and acting. Big acting.
I love that for you,
big
OMG.
Acting. Oh, it's going down. And I just like, before we go, I got to shout out my people on the porch. We got hair therapy by Dairy. Hair therapy. She on the hair, she on the clothes, she on everything. Assistant, everything. We got my boy Jig to the right. If you don't know what time it is with him by now, you should know. Nobody gonna have somebody on the porch with them if they not on the porch with him.
I don't really want the smoke, you want some clout, bitch. Got my foot on every neck of them who doubt sis. You mad your pussy itching, that shit got a foul stench. How you a boss and you don't have your